Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. Welcome here if you are new. My name is Lauren, and today we are going to be starting off by pulling some tarot cards for the relationship most on your mind at the moment. We'll be checking into how this person on your mind currently perceives you. What is the underlying energetic nature of what is happening between you both, and then we're going to deep dive in the extended reading into this person's feelings, intentions, next move, and the likely outcome as it stands. So if you'd like to support my channel, you can click the link in the description box below to purchase the extended reading. So on the left hand here, I'm going to be pulling some cards for you and then some cards for the person on your mind. Let's get into this. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I'm also going to be pulling some astrology cards to see who this person could be here. Okay, so who is this person? Let's get some zodiac signs for the collective here. This person could have Capricorn placements. We have Uranus, so this person could be an Aquarius. And let's pull one more here. We've got Chiron. So for many of you guys, this person is someone who really activates some deep core wounds or pieces for you when it comes to your own healing process. Chiron is a, bittersweet type of energy because the healing process with these types of connections, you can go really far and you can touch those raw wounds and really find some sort of resolution with them, or at least work towards a resolution with that person. But also that process itself can be so challenging and painful. And a lot of couples don't make it through. So let's see. I feel like for you guys, you're showing up here with 2 swords cards. So there's a lot of mental activity currently that you are moving through at the moment with the 6 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And I'm definitely getting some harsh words or maybe some arguments happening in love at the moment. I feel like you're looking to move forward from this, not necessarily the relationship, but the conflict itself. I think that there was probably a trigger that happened here with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords represents setting a boundary, cutting something off, or saying something quite quickly that lays down the line, draws the line in the sand, etc. And this actually makes me think of the course that I just created, which is called Decode Your Chart and Design Your Life, where we use this sword of truth that just pierces through your birth chart and allows you to really see to the heart of your soul's mission. This is making me think of plugging my new course right now, so bear with me. So Decode Your Chart and Design Your Life. I just launched this, you guys, and it's so powerful. I took a few people through it already, but it's a 5-week deep dive into your birth chart, using the birth chart as a soul map. And using the birth chart, we uncover the karmic blocks that are holding you back from your soul's mission, finding a career that is of value to you, that pays you well, finding relationships that serve you and that are very beautiful and balanced. And this course, it's basically like an astrology reading on steroids, where we journey to the heart of the codes within your chart and then help you guys design a map of where you're going in accordance with your soul's design. So if that's of interest to you and you're feeling a bit lost on your path right now, or you're feeling like you don't really know what's ahead and you're curious about, what work you should be putting in the world in terms of your service, etc., this course could be for you. So you can book a free discovery call down below in the description box. But back to your reading here. The reason that I brought this up is because the Knight of Swords does have kind of a strong reaction to things, but it's usually rooted in some form of a karmic trigger. some sort of a karmic trigger that hits a wound and then he reacts. And so I feel like this relationship could really hit on parts or pieces that feel really tender or feel really reactive. The person that you're dealing with here, Scorpio, with the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles, this is somebody who really desires you, desires to nurture the relationship with you, but maybe feels a bit sometimes like they don't necessarily know how. With that Seven of Pentacles, I feel like they're pensive right now. Maybe they don't know how to approach you or this situation, but they're still very much invested in you and they really care about you. The Empress is a long-term energy. So I feel guided to use the Moonology cards right now and see what is going on in terms of the obstacle. What is the obstacle? Okay, yeah, communication. What did I say? I just said, like, this person doesn't necessarily know how to approach you right now. They're pensive because they feel like you might say something that will hurt their feelings or that is a bit harsh. I feel like whatever has been conflicting this relationship, there is some sort of conclusion that is wrapping up in the near future. And we do have a time for healing as well, suggesting that this Chiron, this wound, whatever has come up, it is moving towards a healing process. And you can take time to breathe out in this situation and trust that all is coming into a balance. Now let's get a little bit more on how this person is perceiving you at the moment. How is this person perceiving you at the moment? We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so fascinating. And then how are you perceiving them? I feel like for you guys are like, could this person be a little bit more artful with how they communicate with me, with how they approach me? Maybe you think that this person is like unskilled or like they constantly say the wrong thing or they do things that hurt you and they are viewing you as kind of defensive. Like they know that they've been hurtful. They know that maybe they don't know that they've been hurtful, but they know that you are hurt and they know that you are not necessarily responding to them in the nicest way right now. And I don't necessarily think that they feel like this is the worst thing for you. Like maybe they feel like they deserve it in a way. How are you viewing the connection with them? We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing a work in progress. So while there's definitely some communication hiccups coming up in this dynamic, I also feel like there's a patience that you are desiring to possess. You are a fixed sign after all. And there is this viewing of the relationship like, okay, we've been through this. Let's take a moment. Let's light this cigarette. Let's go into the other room. Let's, you have your own weekend. Let's take some space and then come back together. I feel like this person is viewing the relationship. Look how this girl is holding her head, almost like she's like, dope, like I did something wrong here. There is a sense of disappointment and guilt that I feel this person is sensing within themselves at the moment, having maybe said or done the wrong thing, maybe feeling like a bit of a failure in this connection. So being really sensitive to that as well, like nobody's perfect. Let's get a few more cards here on how you can best approach this situation. And then we're gonna take it into the extended, my loves, and tune into this person's feelings, where this relationship is going and more. So we have the Fool card here. Right, so lighten your load, my beautiful Scorpios. With the Fool, this is suggesting that when you take a beginner's mind approach, you will lighten your energetic and emotional load and be able to move forward in a way that is more liberating for you, liberating for your heart, liberating for your happiness. I feel like whatever is going on between you and this person, there's some old wounds that have been triggered or brought up in the situation that is not necessarily rooted in present day time. Like, it's not just what they said, it's what they said and then whatever is buried underneath that. So recognize that if you're placing this person in as the victimizer, just know that what they're touching on right now is something that is coming up to be purged out for a reason so that you can move towards a clean slate emotionally. I'm going to drop the link to the extended reading below and also to my new course, which you can book a free discovery call with me, my loves. It's called Decode Your Chart, Design Your Life. And this is going to be for the person who is very spiritually curious, who is seeking greater direction in their life experience, and also who is desiring to really create a game plan for their life at the moment and receive powerful accountability to move ahead and make concrete progress in alignment with their soul's path. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.